looking around the country, every conference, what's happening with Gonzaga out in the WCC, I find fascinating. You look at what St. Mary's is doing. Gonzaga really doesn't have that, all-star stud we're used to seeing. But when you look around the rest of the country, you look at the ACC, you look at the SEC, the Big 10, the Big 12. I can understand the argument saying that the Big 12 is the best conference in college basketball. I can even understand people saying the Big 10. But when I look at the SEC, John, I mean, we could have a possibility. I'm not saying I think it's going to happen. I think they're going to get in 9. But we could have a possibility where 10 SEC teams get in. Can you just speak to, as somebody who has watched this grow like I have, that's kind of in the same age bracket as me, just how night and day it is to play in the SEC? I mean, going on the road, it's like getting hit with an aluminum baseball bat when you walk into your kitchen. I mean, it's incredible to see the growth.
It is incredible to see the growth. And I'll tell you a little bit about that growth. In right around 2017, 18, right around that year, the SEC sat down as a coaching group. They brought in some advisors, Jake. They brought in some people who knew what other college hoops conferences around the country did to get more bids to the NCAA tournament. Because at the time, the SEC, you're right, it was just, it's Kentucky, and then I guess it's Tennessee, and then it's everybody else, or
Florida may have a run, nobody else. Right. You couldn't get a good win, like outside of 2 or 3 different teams.
That's it. And now, every night in this league, you have the opportunity, most nights, to get a quality result. So they sat down, they said, what do we have to do? They said, we got to schedule better. What else do we have to do? Well, hey, we got all this football money. Can we use it to our advantage? Let's start using it to our advantage. We've got a Scrooge McDuck pool of gold. Let's pick some pieces from that gold, and let's make us better in men's basketball. And they've done it in women's basketball as well. Just look at South Carolina, look at LSU. But on the men's side, this league is as good as any in America. I'm absolutely with you. And I think if I'm putting my top 3 together, it's Big 12, it's SEC and Big East as 2A, 2B.
Agree.
The Big Ten's outside those 3 this particular year. But here's the thing. What I love about this league is, first off, the coaching. I mean, Rick Barnes at Tennessee has done a sensational job at evolving his offense. Dalton Knecht is an All-American. First-team All-American. That kid is a bucket. The job that Bruce Pearl's done at Auburn, amazing. And Janai Broome right now, All-American material. Jalen Williams playing a big-time role. And Auburn looked great last night. Nate Oates has grown Alabama basketball so much. And Mark Sears is one of the best guards in the country. But you go right down the line this league. Kentucky, you could argue they've got the most upside in college basketball still. And when their offense is humming, they're really tough to beat. And I think the National Coach of the Year currently resides in the Southeastern Conference.
Yeah,
his name is Lamont Paris.
Agree.
And he's done a brilliant job. South Carolina was picked to finish dead last in the SEC preseason poll, and he's got the Gamecocks at 20-3 on the season.
It's incredible. I mean, Chris Beard at Ole Miss. Ole Miss is looking like a team that could get in. Todd Golden at Florida. And I'm telling you right now, something happens with Calipari. I'll continue to say this. They need to look at Todd Golden. This guy is an up-and-coming star. He's a Bruce Pearl protege. Guy I got a lot of respect for. Hey, YouTube, what's up? Growing like a weed. Thanks to you guys. But if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and that way we can keep producing the content that you love to laugh at, you love to think about, and you love to hang out with.